Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, on my way to work. So I wanted to knock out a video or two. Now, according to reports that a representative from Leila Ali's team, this is allegedly, said that basically Leila Ali is going to issue a statement in regards on whether she will accept the $15 million from Clarissa Shields and her team. They basically said that they found some financial backers and they have $15 million available for Leila Ali if she wishes to accept Clarissa Shields' challenge. They say they had two possible locations, Cowboy Stadium and T-Mobile Arena. So now they're saying basically the ball is in Leila Ali's court on whether to accept the fight or just move on. Now, these two have been going at it for years. Clarissa Shields feels like Leila Ali hasn't showed her enough respect. So, with that being said, they feel like, hey, Clarissa Shields' team, that is, feel like, hey, let's settle this once and for all. This is going to be a monumental payday. This is going to be the biggest payday ever for any women in combat sports. So a lot of people, including myself, is thinking that Leila Ali should take the deal. At the end of the day, nobody cares that she hasn't fought in X amount of years at age 47. Listen, Clarissa Shields isn't a devastating puncher. She only has like 3 knockouts. But she can box your ears off. So it wouldn't be like Leila Ali would go in there and get laid out with one punch. It would be a boxing match. And keep in mind, Leila Ali was the one saying, hey, she stays in shape. And she's saying that, it would take X amount of months of training to get in shape for a fight of that magnitude. And Clarissa Shields said, hey, okay, cool. We'll give you till the first quarter of 2026. But let's make the fight happen. So now it's looking like Leila Ali might be trying to find a way to get out of this. When somebody says that they're going to issue a statement in the next couple of days, that's usually not a good sign. But keep in mind, previously what led to Clarissa Shields making the offer, it was the fact that Leila Ali said, well, if somebody offers me like $15 billion. Now, keep in mind, a few years ago, like about 4 years ago, it was about 10, but then hiked up to 15. I understand inflation. But she was the one that said it would take like $15 million for her to at least consider it. So now, they have the $15 million for her. What I think is going to happen is that Leila Ali is going to say the money is nice, but she's going to stay retired. I just feel like Leila Ali is going to try to find a way to back out of this fight. Or she's going to price herself out. She's going to either ask for like 20 or 25 million, but it doesn't seem to me like she's going to accept this fight. Now, she does say, hey, I accept this fight with these conditions. Now, she say, hey, okay, well, we can fight sometime next year, maybe before the summer. If she say, hey, let me get one tune-up fight, and then if I look okay, then we'll do the fight, then that's fine. But I just feel that Leila Ali is going to try to back out of this. Now, keep in mind, she had an opportunity to shut this down when she was asked by a reporter. She had to just right there say, hey, I'm retired. I just can't do it. But she said, well, she basically came with that $15 million. Well, it'll take at least $15 million for me to consider it. And then I just think she didn't think that they was going to find somebody to put up the money. So now she finds herself stuck between a rock and a hard place. At the end of the day, if Leila Ali turns this fight down, it's just going to be a bad look because she was the one that said she need $15 billion. And when it got presented to her, she, basically didn't respond. So I just think she's going to find a way to get out of this. And I think she's just being another fighter that wants to protect her undefeated record. At this point, who cares? I do think there is another option out there for Leila Ali, that if she says, okay, I'll do it, but it has to be an exhibition match and it can't go against my record. I wouldn't be surprised if she tries that, but then people will be like, okay, well, we don't want to see an exhibition match. We want to see an actual boxing match where it goes against your record. But that's what I think is going to happen. I think she's going to turn the fight down. Now, it's been a couple of weeks. We waiting to hear from Leila Ali and her team on what they want to do. But me, myself, if I'm a gambling man, I think that they're going to probably just turn the fight down. That's it. That's all. It's your boy Town. I'm out.